Currently, there is a prevailing impression that the world is chaotic and that we cannot find plausible explanations of what is going on. However, the world processes can be aptly described by two global phenomena, namely, of international hegemony and international constitutionalism. These two phenomena increasingly interact, which points to important new developments in the world community. Let's take the example of the Security Council. In the last 2 decades, it has developed into a global legislator by adopting generic and binding resolutions in the fight against terrorism. This evolution is constitutional and hegemonic at the same time. What about the responsibility to protect? In order to protect civilians against atrocities, the UN developed and applied this doctrine in Darfur, Sierra Leone, and most notably in Libya in 2011. While upholding the constitutional protection of civilian lives, this action was also dubbed as hegemonic by some commentators. Let's take a further look at international courts and tribunals. While embracing and developing constitutional techniques, they increasingly act as hegemonic by projecting their powers to other jurisdictions. The ICTY, ICJ, ECJ, ECHR, and ad hoc tribunals engaged in several judicial battles for meaning, as in the Tadic case, the Acmea case, and the Bosphorus case, to name but a few. This interplay between constitutional and hegemonic elements is taking place also in other global processes, such as the fight against health pandemics, including COVID-19, and the protection of the environment. In all these instances, we can detect the growth of international constitutional powers, which is nevertheless still too embryonic to be effective. On the other hand, international actors, mainly states, tend to fill this void in global governance by isolated hegemonic moves. This book advocates a unique and original argument that global governance needs a synthesis between constitutional and hegemonic features. We need a consensus about global human values, an efficacious machinery to implement them, a global system for the resolution of disputes, a framework for all global actors to act freely and thrive, and a resilient regime to respond to upcoming global challenges. We should be moving towards a new world architecture, but any new design should be supported by both hegemonic and constitutional pillars to be truly effective. Warmly invited to read this book.